Hi and welcome. My name is Tanishka and I'm delighted to have you in our 28-day happy challenge. I would like to just point out, however, that intention is very powerful. So just by joining, setting that intent, you know what, I'm going to spend 28 days focusing on happy. The way manifestation works is we often first manifest the opposite. And I'll share why that happens. The benevolent universe, in cohorts with our soul, because they're all connected, once we set an intention like that, they show us where we're not happy. Okay? They bring up for our awareness to examine the places in our life that we're feeling perhaps frustrated or depressed or angry um, or sad. And so this is an opportunity for us to examine what the factors are and how we can have an impact on those factors. It might be through a shift in attitude, or it might be through taking right action to address something. So, if that happens, please don't throw your arms in the air and go, oh my God, this isn't going to work, and abandon the goal. It's actually a sign that the benevolent universe is working with you, okay, to help you transform your life by sort of shining a flashlight into those dark corners, into where there isn't a sense of peace or soul fulfillment. So I had an experience yesterday which I felt was very timely to share with you. Um, Basically, for a start, I was premenstrual, so that certainly didn't help. But I had a case of the SADS, and it was brought about by external factors. Okay, it was. I felt this kind of heavy feeling, like I didn't want to get out of my bathrobe or my bed. I just felt really insular, as we do when we're sitting on unexpressed emotion. Because when we think about emotion, it's the element of water, which if you're carrying around a bucket of water, that's heavy. So often when there's emotion lying beneath the surface that wants to be expressed, we can just feel really sort of heavy, like we haven't got a lightness of being or a spring in our step. So I was feeling like this yesterday. And I thought, okay, well, I've got a book that I was given for Christmas, an autobiography of a comedian, and thought that's going to cheer me up. So that worked for a while, as a sort of band-aid, and I was enjoying reading the book. But then when I got to the last chapter, she spoke about how much she loved her children. And that brought up for me deep, deep grief. I have a situation in my life where my daughter is living 2 states away, and whilst it's actually a very good thing, it's the balance that was needed all round, and she's thriving, and most of the time I'm reminded of that, and I'm okay with it. That was a trigger for another wave of grief to come up and come through me. And so I want to make the point that if you're sitting on an emotion and you're feeling heavy, will it on, yeah, like a woman in labor. You want those contractions, you want that rebirth. So whether you watch a sad movie or you listen to a sad song, or look through some nostalgic photos, but connect with your feeling, dare to feel, because it's through that feeling that you are going to find the release. And once we express that uncomfortable feeling that we've been suppressing, which is what depression is, when we depress down something we don't want to feel, then we immediately swing to the other polarity and we experience all the opposite feelings. We feel happy and lighter for having released that heavy, dense emotion. This is why children, young babies, they're so zen, they're so in the moment. One minute they can be crying their brains out, and the next minute, once they've released that, vroom, they're giggling heartily. And so it's about us accepting that we are all the colours on that full spectrum, that colour wheel of humanity, and it's our feelings that make us truly human. So I don't expect for 1 minute that from this challenge we're all going to walk away, with smiles plastered to our face like we've all been Botox within an inch of our lives, looking like happy Ken and Barbie dolls, but rather that we honor the authentic feelings that when they come up, we understand that the only way to feeling happy is to allow that energy to move and to be expressed. So I'm putting up on the screen a few tips if you find you get a case of the blues, how you can shift that energy, and a great video by Brené Brown who speaks about the power of embracing our vulnerability and why the happiest people in the world are the ones that truly dare to express their deep, dark, uncomfortable feelings. So I look forward to meeting with you again tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy these suggestions and have a great day. Ciao.